It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. About It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity.
Good evening, model citizens. Welcome to Humanity Junction. My name is Heath. Tonight is, I forgot what it was, Sidetrack Sunday. See, I'm already getting off track. Can't remember what day of the week it is. Happy July 4th to everybody. And if you're in the United States, happy Independence Day. And if you're in the UK, well, we're just going to move on. I have got myself some Bi-Centennial stuff running down here, and we'll take a look at that in a second. Just quick reminder, tomorrow night I am hosting Modeling Monday as well. I've got a great interview lined up. We're going to talk a little bit about operations and how to make it fun for everyone. Let's jump into the chat and see who's joining us for this evening. The list is short, but I know there's more people in here, so if you haven't commented in a while, post a comment so your name pops up on my list if you wouldn't mind. And I hope people are enjoying the fireworks. I'm sort of amused by them myself, but they're a little repetitive. Containerman68 is joining us. David Z to G just finishing up work, watching some fireworks, and then joining in the chat. We've got Dragon Lover 68 here as well. Dwight Curley joining us. Go Home from up in Canada. Jerry Satteral, or Jerry Sats. I liked when you called yourself Jerry Sats. I know I'm pronouncing it right with Jerry Sats. Jerry Satteral. I hope I'm getting it right. I don't know. Tim from CP368 Productions is here. Dan's Model Railroading Journey is here. We've got Joe Rader from Black Rock Central Railroad. John 2618, Mr. Blue Comet is here. We got Kenward Griffith Jr. in the house. Ian from Lehigh River Subdivision. Manny Fernandez joining us as well. Hello, Mr. Norman Rowe, also known as No-Row. That's the name I'm trying to instill and get to stick. We'll see how that goes. But Mike, Mr. Rail Artist in the house. Rick Bailey is here as well. Rick was going to stream some fireworks for us, but if anybody saw the news about what happened down in Maryland, unfortunately the fireworks all went off already. Shays N-Scale is joining us as well. Sparky 107. We got The Rock, Split Rock 323 is here. Jason the Train Freak taking a little break. I'm actually going to show a video of Jason's. Actually, we'll do that in 1 second after we say hello to the last person, but not the least person on my list. We have Mr. Tom's Trains and Things. July 4th, a lot of people doing Independence Day videos, and Jason actually shared a video earlier. He's renovating his garage into a train room, but the very beginning of that video, he posted his Bi-Centennial train. So I've got Jason's link down below in this description, so you can check it out. But here's these are Jason's Bi-Centennial trains that he's got. A little Southern Pacific and a little Cotton Belt. I'm curious, Jason, were any of these prototypical? Like, were these paint schemes that actually existed? People are saying I missed them. Yeah, Ray, I guess I know I missed you. I saw you earlier, but I didn't miss Sparky. I did say Sparky's name, but looks like Ray's here as well. Ray, if you want to come up at some point, the link is in our Google chat if you want to join us. Split Rock says both of those are prototypical. Oh, that's kind of cool. Congratulations, America. That's actually a good place to start because I actually happen to have that guy. We look right here. You can see in the back. That's the Congratulations, America that Jason just showed us. And you know, if people don't know, so Ray's got a video too. He just posted with his Bi-Centennial trains. Yeah, if you've got a Bi-Centennial video out, just post that you posted it or when you posted it, so that people can find it. Sparky's saying time to reboot. I'm sure there's more chat going on than just me. Yes, Sparky, there are other people here. James and Chris are here from Canada, and got a whole bunch of people here checking in from the U.S. So there are definitely other people here. So I'm curious about something real quick before we look a little bit closer at some of these 4800s I got. I'm thinking of doing a contest, but a slightly different contest, and I'm curious if anybody else would be interested in it. Sparky's saying chat is blank. Is chat blank for anybody else? I do see people responding to each other. But okay, so contest real quick. I thought maybe we could do like a summer weight loss contest. Maybe like the next 3 months. Get a group of people together that maybe want to lose some weight, and maybe we'll put a little bit of money in the pot, and whoever wins, the money will kind of be some sort of, train. It'll go to some train prize or something like that. So if people think they want to do like a weight loss YouTube model railroading group contest challenge thing, email me and Jason says Mrs. Freak is going to win that one. Jason, you're welcome to join as well. Norma says, how about a summer weight gain contest? That's easier. Yeah, I don't know. Looks like Tom is not interested in joining that contest. But we'll see. Yeah, Lehigh River Subdivision wants to join in Norman's weight gain contest. Dwight saying the chat is blank, only me and Sparky's here. Yeah, there are a bunch of people. Split Rock, can we just weigh our trains? All I need to do is stop drinking Monsters and Cokes. Well, maybe we'll just, do it for the summer, get that summer 6-pack, and then once the winter comes, we can we can get into it. North County Trains, I'm here because Corey is too tired from coming up to see me yesterday to do a live stream. Yeah, I noticed nobody was on at 7 o'clock. So I was a little confused by that. So CP368, the way I'm thinking we're going to do this is it'll be a percentage of body weight lost, because that's kind of the only fairish way to do it, because some people, you know, might have further to go than others. But yeah, I mean, if you go from 9% to 5.2%, you probably win. Why have a six-pack when you can have a keg? Very valid question. Six-pack is at the prize. Did I win? Maybe. Yeah, David Z to G. Yeah, maybe if we do a weight gain contest, I might get more people interested in it. Jason's going back to sheetrock. Don't get too muddy, but enjoy the rocking. Let's see who's. Oh, there we go. According to the BMI chart, according to Split Rock 323, it's not that he's overweight; it's that he's too short. That would be a valid review of that. Valid review of that thing. Let's see. What else did I miss? We said hello. We showed Jason's little run by. Let's do this while we're kind of pausing a little bit. And Jerry already kind of figured it out, so I don't know. Sparky's welcome, Sparky. It must be a Christmas miracle. I'm out of the running. Lost 25% of my body weight over the last 3 years. Oh, congrats! That's awesome. That's really awesome. Yeah, Tom, you might have to give up the Doritos for a little bit. I know your sponsor would not be happy with that, but yeah, if people want to do it, send me an email. I thought it would be fun. Just a little friendly wager amongst friends is all. But yeah, so some people noticed this little bridge here. It is technically a bridge, at least as far as I understand it. Sparky's saying hello again. Welcome, Sparky. It is a bridge. This is a bridge. If you go down the West Side Highway and look over into the Hudson at about 69th Street, you can see this. And just to read the description really quick, the 69th Street Transfer Bridge, part of the West Side line of the New York Central Railroad, was a dock for car floats, which allowed the transfer of railroad cars from the rail line to car floats, which crossed the Hudson River to Weehawken Yards in New Jersey. Its innovative link span design kept the boxcars from falling into the river while being loaded. I find that line kind of interesting because I'm wondering how many things fell into the river. Ray, have you fallen into the river?
No.
No? You never once when you were being loaded?
No.
I see you're wearing your USS Clack ring shirt. I'm going to put both my ears in so I could hear you a little better.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out is why everything is like really low.
Oh, am I really low to everybody or just to you?
I'm just low, period.
Well, we can't help that, but no emails from anybody so far that wants to join the contest. I'm shocked. Oh, not really. But yeah, Monday should be fun though. It's gonna be an interview with Al Dalman. We're gonna talk a little bit about operations, but operations for like different groups of people, different people at different levels of skill. Some sort of things you can do with operations on a small layout to make it interesting. So I think it should be a fun conversation. But, we'll see. Who knows? Who really knows? So how was your July 4th, Ray?
Not bad.
Sparky's saying that you've never fallen into a river, but I'm sure you've been pushed in a few times.
Actually, I fell off my dad's boat once or twice, but, it's...
Fell off, a.k.a. pushed by your dad. We understand. Here we go. Looks like Amanda's joining in. Let's go, Amanda. Drag your husband into it. We'll make him join. So Rick, who is too busy blowing up fireworks, is saying, Ray, you're not using the right mic.
I'm probably not.
I don't quite know how he knows that, but you know, I'm sure he does. So Ray, I got a little bit of 4100 action or 4100 4800 action going on here.
Yeah, I see this.
And I think most people know that I have the N scale one back there. And this is a Z scale one. Rick says you sound far away. Ray ain't using the mic in front of his mouth.
Yeah, I just changed things. See
Oh!
if that's what I do. Yeah.
Oh!
There we go. Yeah, it's working now.
Anyone know how to turn down Ray? Oh my god.
Hey, typical sidetrack Sunday, Heath.
Already.
We're 16 minutes in.
Oh, is that it already? I'm half asleep, so if I fall asleep partial of the way through this, I apologize.
Well, I could just turn the volume back up again.
No, that's okay. I'm gonna probably yeah. Tannerman's saying that they can hear you now.
I'm glad they can. It helps to have the right mic on.
Yeah, Mike's saying that now everyone that had turned their headphones up are now turning them back down again. So Ray, do you have a 4800 in your collection?
No. Nope.
Well, so I 100% blame you for these two locomotives that are in my collection.
They're
Now,
the wrong scale, though.
why? What scale should they be?
HO.
Like that one?
There you go.
I don't know why this guy's a little stuck. Let's see if we can give him a little help.
You get a little help from your friends.
I do actually happen to have a 4800 in Z scale, N scale back there, and HO scale. But again, Ray, I completely blame you for this, 100%.
I don't understand why it's my fault.
Because I had no idea what a GG1 was until you did. I also have this fancy little guy as well, which I believe is not a prototypical unit.
I don't believe it was.
Yeah, I think this is just something that IHC painted up just to be fancy, because
they're nice. That's a nice model, though. I mean, it's a slick looking unit.
What's interesting too is this AHC that's so this is an IHC and this is an AHM, and the AHM is a single motor with like no extra weight in it, and these IHCs are double motors with a ton of weight in them. The weight difference between these two is really pretty extreme.
Yeah, well, it's like that Mahino Model Master, which was the predecessor to AHM. You know, it's the same thing. When I was looking at the 40, what is that one? I've got a 4876.
4876. Yeah.
The other one that I had before you guys got Blackjack for me, and the difference between the two of them is ridiculous. I mean, it is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, that Blackjack is just a really nice model. There's no question about it.
New Fenders is saying now I just need a G and O scale one. The O scale ones that I found, the 4800s. I don't know why this is not reversing on its own right now. The 4800s were like $700 or something, and the G scale one that I found was like $6,000. And that was just a little bit. Yeah, I could see a pen and ink drawing of the 4800 hanging on your train rack. So here's what's interesting to me too about the 4800 And Ray, when I screw this up, please jump in and correct me because I'm sure I'm going to screw it up. But 4800 was old rivets. It was the first GG1 made as a prototype to convince the Pennsylvania Railroad to buy
Yep.
GG1s instead of an EB1. Is that right?
I believe so. I believe so. I know that the GG1s were actually built in house. From what I remember hearing over the years, Altoona is where they actually built. I mean, that's where the Pennsylvania Railroad built better part, if not all, of their steam locomotives were built in Altoona. That's why Altoona is so huge for. Well, now it's the Norfolk Southern, but why it was so huge for the Pennsylvania back then. But I mean, they built the GG1s, the 4800, which was called Old Rivets, was the prototype.
How was it painted, though, originally? It wasn't originally painted like this. And I do just want to point out, Sparky says, if you want the Blackjack to have DCC installed, send it up to me.
No, and the Old Rivets was actually painted in Pennsylvania's Tuscan. The maroon color.
So not the current color, then, at Strasbourg.
No, actually, I believe the one that's in Strasbourg is painted Tuscan. It's the maroon or the red color.
Yeah, because that's a 4800 as well, but that one's closer to the Blackjack in color.
Okay, but that one there should be Brunswick green then.
Yeah, it's really dark though.
Yeah,
I don't know if this is prototypical then, or if this is just a made up painting of the 4800.
There you go. Split Rock's got it. Originally, it was painted Brunswick green with the 5 gold stripes.
Okay, there you go. So what is it? I'm curious. Then is it back to Brunswick green now at Strasbourg?
You know, it's been, well, you know, if we get up there in the fall or next year, we'll know.
Sparky is saying it's rusty maroon, Strasbourg. But, yeah. The other thing that I think is cool is that there was kind of a mid paint job, I guess you can call it. Does that make sense? A mid paint job? Oh, I can't get this box open. I don't know why. It's like they glue these boxes together. Green was very dark. Yeah, I know the story of the Blackjack, that they basically took black paint and put like 1 can of green in like 50 gallons of black paint or something like that. But I wasn't sure if the 4800 was
Yeah, I know when I was up there a couple of years ago, Jerry, and all, I know they actually had, believe it or not, but Blackjack and 4800 were literally sitting back to back, which was kind of cool to see.
So Split Rock is mentioning that the 4800 was the only GG1 to wear the Conrail blue colors.
Well, there you go.
I blame you, Ray. This is all your fault. It's 100% your fault.
I got broad shoulders. What the hey?
So, yeah, so these are all 4800s here. And oh, I didn't know it. Oh, look at this. Well, that's a bummer. Apparently this one's broken. I did not know that. Well, we'll try and glue that back together. But I don't know where this one fits in, if it fits in. But my understanding is they were supposed to paint it like this, but they painted it like this. And then they eventually painted it like that. I don't know. The 4800, yeah, it was Conrad blue. I think the 4800 is outside. And that's what I believe as well, is that it's outside.
Yeah, like I said, I know at one point in time, both it and Blackjack were inside.
Jerry's saying now it's inside. Sparky says, Heath, when you're done with that blue thing. Yeah, I'm bummed that this thing's broken. I didn't notice that before. again, Ray's fault. But yeah, it's kind of fun. I like having, it's
That's
funny
right.
between the Bi-Centennial thing and the GG1 thing. I got a little bit out of control.
That's right. I found out last night that one of my Bi-Centennial locomotives had a bit of an issue.
Oh, that's no fun.
Now
Which
the
one? One of the ones you ran the other day?
well, what I ended up doing, because I don't like running that, it's the lifelike one that pulls the 13 colony train set.
Oh yeah.
The
You showed
power
that
truck,
one.
yeah, the power truck cover was broke. So that one there, I just took the shell off and put it onto an Athearn frame and let it run around the layout like that.
Oh, there you go.
I mean, the thing is I don't run that locomotive anyway because it's got an open gear. It's open gears, and I think I've explained that one a while back. That's not something that you want running on a layout especially when you've got stuff that's hidden or tracks are covered, because that presents a major problem.
Yeah, you said it drips all over the track.
Yeah, it did not drips, it throws.
Yeah. Yeah, New Friender says, I'm buying all the GG1s, now I need a layout. Yeah.
He needs a room for a layout.
Wow. I was just telling Jason, I'm like, they've been building this like 77 square foot studio for like months between drawings and all kinds of like nonsense. And Jason's been working on his for like 3 days, and he's got it like plastered and drywall. I don't even know. Split Rock saying something interesting. The PCBs are leaking, so they keep them outside because of that, which makes sense. Do I have a maroon? Do I have a maroon with solid stripe? I do not believe I have any solid stripe GG1s. I do have a maroon one, I think, in N scale, but I think it's a 5 stripe. I don't think it's a solid stripe. Yes, Sparky, the room is tiny. It's basically 8 foot by 9 foot.
Yes, Amanda, we know that Jason needs adult supervision, along with the rest of us.
So I've seen those. There are Tyco GG1s, and there's like a Hallmark GG1, and I see them pop up all the time on eBay, and I just don't know. Are they any good? Are they like? It just like
the Tyco GG1s were never built prototypically. They were designed to run on very tight radius. I mean, if you look at them, they're only 4-wheel truck instead of the actual 4-6-6-4. So I mean, they were a representation. They weren't an actual model of a GG1.
Right. Yeah, they look like basically like an O gauge model almost. Like they're just so much shorter.
Yeah.
Than anything. It's do I have it here?
Lick and stick drywall.
Yeah, I just saw that. I mean, you take this is an O gauge GG1, and you put it next to one of these HO scale ones, and they're almost the same size. It's really pretty crazy.
Yeah, and that's because that O gauge GG1 was designed to run on 027 track.
Yeah. Yeah, I can make a smaller loop of track in O gauge and run this guy than I can make a loop of track and run any of these.
Yep.
But
yeah, trust me. Like I said, the GG1 that I had, and before you guys got me blackjack, I had that running on 15-inch radius. It was funnier than heck to look at, because the wheels are sitting out from the side, the body's straight, and the wheels are sitting like that. So it looked funnier than heck. But it would run across it. Of course, it took out everything around the tracks.
I think the 027 O gauge GG1s are hilarious. The way they run around the corners, it's really pretty crazy. But yeah. So the only other Bi-Centennial stuff that I have to show off are let me get this out of the way a little bit. And I'm curious who's going to be the first one to tell me which states I'm missing. because I'm missing some states. But let's see.
That sounds like a mistake.
Yeah, I'm in a state. But I've got 9 of them, and if I know my history correctly, there should be 13 of them. I don't think I have any doubles, but these are little micro trains. This is a micro train set. If I get closer, it'll.
Very similar to the train miniature ones that I ran last night.
Yeah, so I have Sparky saying "wake up." I'm not sure who he's trying to wake up.
That was because my alarm went off.
Oh, gotcha. I heard that. I was just ignoring it.
Yeah, well.
All right, so let's see. Who can name the 4 I'm missing? I've got Rhode Island, Georgia, Connecticut, New York, South Carolina, New Hampshire, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Virginia.
Delaware, Maryland.
Maine. Delaware, Maryland, and Maine. Right? Maine was one.
Yeah. No, man. Was Maine one of them?
Was Maine one? Now I don't know.
You know what? You're going to make me go look. Hold on a minute.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Got him out looking. Oh, they're actually numbered. Let's see. This is 4. This is 13. So Rhode Island was 13. Ooh, there we go. There's a contest for people. Connecticut. I've got Connecticut. Here's Connecticut. People are saying North Carolina. Oh, that's true. I've got South Carolina. I don't seem to have North Carolina. So this is 8. This is 9. Pennsylvania is number 2. New York, I sent an email for the contest today with Sparky, so far you were the only person that has entered the contest. So as of now, as long as you don't gain any weight, you're going to win. All right, so let's see. We got Pennsylvania 2, Jersey 3, Georgia 4, Connecticut 5. I don't have 6 and 7. South Carolina's 8, New Hampshire's 9, Virginia's 10, New York's 11, and Rhode Island's 13. So I'm missing 12. I'm missing 6 and 7, and I'm missing 1.
All right. Since we're going to do it this way.
Jason will be entering soon. He just doesn't know it. Entering the contest. Yeah.
There's
Which one is that?
That's Massachusetts.
So what number would Massachusetts be? Does it say?
Oh, this here is lifelike, so.
Oh, I didn't know if it had a number of the number they were, I guess, incorporated in. Maybe.
Which ones when they got gained statehood? No, it doesn't tell you that. So that's Massachusetts.
Yeah, Markson told us. So I'm going to guess Massachusetts might be number 1, right?
Oh, come on, focus. There's the state of Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. Do I not? Yeah, I got a Pennsylvania. That's the number 2nd one. So we think North Carolina is probably somewhere around South Carolina. Massachusetts is probably number 1.
Yeah, North and South Carolina, I do. Well, I've got those.
Oh,
here.
Jerry says Delaware is number 1. I guess I need to find Delaware then.
Well, Delaware and brand New Jersey.
Yeah, Joe is saying Delaware is number 1 also.
There's the state of Connecticut.
Rail Artist wants to know, Ray, you got one for the state of confusion.
No, not yet. But I live there.
Oh, Jerry says first state is the motto of Delaware.
Yep.
So, there you go. Why are Americans so terrible at geography?
There's North Carolina.
Yeah, I don't have a North Carolina. The Palmetto State
Oh, come on, focus.
textile industry. These are actually pretty cool. I should try and find the missing ones. These are back. These are Katy Microtrains one. So that's pretty cool.
Were shot, but the
Can
cars.
give a little help for travel agent services so that I can learn something.
That's South Carolina.
Yeah, see, I agree with Amanda. I'm a science buff. I don't do history or geography. Oh, that's Andy Estep is saying Rhode Island should be Z scale.
Along with Connecticut?
Yeah, probably. I wonder if they made these in Z scale, because some of the stuff they did make in both scales. Although these are Katy versions. The price on them's $4.95.
State of Virginia.
Yeah, here's my Virginia. It's
Oh, that's right. I got another Virginia. Oh no, that's right. Virginia's the one of the ones I'm missing out of the other set.
Virginia. It's got tobacco on it. It says 1788, state number 10. Oh, they all say 1788. But I thought it was 1776. Why do they say 1788? Tim says, I don't know why you're bad at geography, but don't lump us in with you.
Oh, there's another one I gotta find a door for. Huh. This one here's missing a door on that side. What does your state of Connecticut look like in N scale?
Oh, here it is. I couldn't find it.
I'm not gonna. I wanted to see how close, because this one here is actually a train miniature, which I thought was, when I was looking at these last night as I was putting them away and showing them all, they've actually got the state flag, over on that side, and of course the state over on this side, and just like yours, it says the Nutmeg State.
Yeah, so mine says the Nutmeg State, Hartford, jet engines and helicopters. State number 5. Yeah, yeah, it's got the flag there and the state there. So they're similar, but in different orders.
Yeah,
It's
mine
like
also
similar.
has the home of Yale University, and that's actually over there.
Mine doesn't have that. All right, here we go. Somebody 1776 is when we declared independence, not when we ratified the Constitution. Container Man saying, "Open your eyes and put your glasses on." I'm like, I've got my glasses on. It doesn't help.
South Carolina.
I have a South Carolina, the Palmetto State.
Yep.
Textile industry. When I breathe, I hope and prepare in spirit and resources. Does yours say that?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, they all have little statements on it. Like Connecticut says,
you know what? This one here does have. Yeah, I think that's like their motto. I don't know. What's a motto you?
Yeah, I mean, like New York's the Empire State, obviously, even there's no, there doesn't seem to be any motto for New York. Rhode Island says America's first vacation land. Happy 4th to you, Alan. Jerry's asking if I have New Jersey, and I do. Here's New Jersey.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly where these train miniature cars came from. I mean, I got them in that box of stuff that buddy of mine had gotten, but I don't know where these came from. And I know I'm missing. I'm missing one, or I'm missing like 3 of them.
So I'm wearing my glasses, and the way I just read this from Anthony Dodge is that he said, "I thought it said hi, all just pooped," and I was trying to figure out where he was going with that, and then I read it a couple times to figure it
Oh
out.
crap!
Split Rock. Split Rock wants to know what it says about Nevada. We're talking about the first 13 states. And even I know Nevada wasn't one of the first 13. A couple people keep asking how old is the script on your glasses.
I don't have a prescription on my glasses. They're just cheaters.
So it does say Excelsior. I didn't realize that was the motto. That seems like a pretty lame motto.
What's a motto to you?
I was hoping for something a little more exciting than just Excelsior. I mean, I want something like Rhode Island, America's first vacation land, or Georgia. Wisdom, justice, and moderation. How's that for a good one? Dave says Arizona is proud to be 48th. New York's the 11th state. New York's Excelsior. You can find these pretty easy. Yeah, so part of why I bought all of these as like a set, but I never really looked at which ones I had and which ones I didn't have. And I didn't want to go and buy more until I looked at what I actually had. And yeah, so Georgia says, David Z to G does say the Peach State. On this, at least, it says the Peach State up here, but then underneath it says wisdom, justice, and moderation. And then over here it says peanuts.
Hi, Emma. What you doing? Did you hear boom booms? Not yet. It's too late outside.
Split Rock, be careful. He said, wisdom, justice, and moderation, so the opposite in Nevada. State motto. What's the state motto of Arizona? Oh, Arizona proud to be 48th. Is that
I've got a co-host over here.
I see that. Is that one of your train inspectors?
Yeah, that's one of my train inspectors. The other one just came around the corner.
I'm bummed to find out I didn't look at this Conrail close enough, apparently, to notice that there was a piece broken. That's kind of a bummer.
It should be easy to fix.
There's actually a whole piece missing. I just looked at it. Sorry. So there's the broken piece. Look at this one.
Thanks, William.
Ray has supervision now. There's this piece here that's the part that's actually broken off, and that'll go back together pretty easy. Oh, we did find it. Here it is. I thought this little piece was missing. So it looks
there you go.
Oh, but it's still missing a little piece.
Huh.
Still missing this is only half of that opening, so maybe we'll be fixing this one today before I put it away, just so that I don't lose any more pieces. Fun, huh? Should I do this live? Should I glue it back together live?
Daggone it! I went from one broken chair to another.
That's funny. Can we start calling you Flying Crow?
Yeah, Flying Crow. What the hey? Yeah, I went to get up out of the other chair, and the spring broke on that one, and then that one there, the arm's coming off. So,
Dave G says might be inside the shell. It could be, actually. That would be a good thing. I could definitely try and take that off, and put it all together Maybe I'll find that other piece inside there. But while Ray's putzing around with his chair, just so that when he does fall on his butt, we don't see it happen. I'm just gonna run my little thank you real quick, just thanking all of the channel members on YouTube and Patreon, as well as all my channel sponsors. And just to make a note, PGH Train Fanatic is actually running a 14% discount right now. So if you use my code, make that bigger. So if you use my code, you only get 10% off. But if you use the code for the special for the holiday weekend, you get 14% off. So Amanda is saying that Jason is pretty good at breaking chairs, apparently. Steve87 is saying, so Heath is breaking a loco that was already broken and now trying to fix it. Not quite, but...
well, I did have some...
Oh, look at that. There we go.
I did have... This here is that one that I bought from Jason that was in really... I mean, I don't know where the guy actually had it stored, but it was in rough shape. The only thing I did was took a damp rag with some hand soap last night and cleaned it, or yesterday, and cleaned it up a little bit, and then took it apart last night, put some new traction tires on it, and a little bit of grease. I tell you what, the thing is running really well. The only thing I got to do is I got to fix the rear coupler box. But
yeah, this guy, one of the couplers is already broken off of it, but they're cheap old couplers anyway that I'd have to swap before.
Right.
Like, they don't look like they would pull anything without just breaking. But I'm gonna need to go look. The animated logo from the show Frasier. I don't remember the show Frasier. I'm gonna have to go check that out.
Oh, the one that was filmed out in Seattle, or that was supposed to be out in Seattle.
Yeah, I actually liked the show Frasier. I mean, I like Cheers. I thought Cheers was a lot of fun. So, kind of got into Frasier as well.
David Z2G, no, this is a sea liner. This is not a shark nose. This is an old AHM sea liner. I tell you what, I've got like 4 or 5 of these, and these everybody sits there talks about DCC with sound. These things make their own sound. They absolutely growl because of the way that the motor is set up inside of these things. It's a single motor in the back, and it like I said, these things just growl when they go around. Don't need sound with these.
David Z2G says it was just hard because of the way you were showing it off.
Yeah, it does kind of look like a shark nose, but it's not. It's flat. I've only got one shark nose diesel RF16, and that one there is painted up for the Delaware and Hudson.
So Split Rock is saying sea liners were cool. Milwaukee Road had a classic passenger set with chrome grills. So it's sea liner with a C, not C as in like seaboard and air.
Right. No, it was actually C-liner. That's, yeah, the letter C.
And was it a part of like the F and the E and the whatever TA series? Like, were they all?
I think these were actually built by Fairbanks Morris. I believe
not related in any way.
No, they weren't related in any way to an F or an E or anything else. Like I said, I think that they were actually built by Fairbanks Morris.
Welcome, Dave.
Hey,
You're not late. There's nothing going on anymore. You try and like prepare stuff for a live stream, and you have no idea how long it's going to last. So you try and prepare more than you think you're going to need, and then you get about 45 minutes in, and you're like, oh, I'm out of interesting things to talk about. So then you bring Ray up.
And things go on for 3 hours.
I'm still waiting for Rick to show up. I thought Rick was going to show off some of the fireworks.
But don't forget now, the fireworks down in Ocean City, Maryland, went off at like noon this afternoon.
Well, then.
Hey, that mechanism looks familiar.
It does or does not?
I said it does.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like the inside of the blackjack.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this thing's got weight to it. The double motor. Oh. Whoever suggested that to look for the piece inside, they're going to win a prize.
If Rick dresses up like a firecracker, I'm out of here.
I just saw that also.
Oh, brother.
So when we weren't sure if Rick was going to be here, someone suggested to invite Nisi, and I was like, no, did you see what happened the last time Nisi was on a show? I don't know that I can handle Nisi on a sidetrack Sunday. Okay. Well, I found the piece, and now the piece is gone. I don't know where it is. It's got to be here somewhere. Oh, it's still under there.
He's losing his pieces.
That was that started a long time ago. So how hard is it going to be? Has anybody put DCC in any of these? Ray?
No. Heath, I've been wanting to tell you, I actually found something. I meant to link it or send you the link the other day. I actually found something that was rather interesting on GG1s. There was a cab ride. I think it was done in 1978 on one of the Amtrak runs where they were still using the GG1s to go between Baltimore and New York. And I think it was basically just a short video. I think it actually went from New York into New Jersey, but still, it was rather unique to sit there and listen to that locomotive from a cab ride perspective.
Yeah. I know. I was interviewing, I think it was Bill Decker last week, and Bill Decker went to college at Princeton University, which is near Princeton Junction, in the 70s. So he used to see the GG1s in regular service every day on the Northeast Quarter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, how cool would that be? If you put DCC sound in a GG1, does it really sound different in notch 1 versus notch 8? I guess my first question is, are there notches on a GG1 like there are on a typical diesel?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. But I don't know. What am I missing? People are laughing at Joe. Oh, this one. Rita says Rick has too short of a fuse. Poor guy's not even here to defend himself. Poor guy. If you want GG1 sound, just take 2 wires and arc them. Ian, we gotta plan a trip down to that Boomtown thing. We gotta ask for like a special tour or something, and try and get a group of us all down there the same day, and try and get a close up look of the GG1s that are down there, because that would be a lot of fun. That'd be a lot of fun. Okay, so what? I guess before I change this too much, what type of glue should I use to glue this together so that I don't make a mess?
Well, wait a minute. First thing is, it's you, which means you're probably going to make a mess.
I know. the least amount of mess possible.
Now, are you trying not to glue your fingers to it, or
That would be the preferred method. But if 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 it
well,
needs to
you can
be,
look like Brian Page when he was out there working on his glacier gravel company in episode 1.
oh, I missed that. What was he doing?
He's building the Walters Glacier Gravel Company, and he was talking about how he has issues with putting parts together, and he had all the parts on his fingers.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
It's great. You need to watch that. Brian ain't right in the head either.
So Split Rock says that GG1 had 21 position controllers. Yeah, I don't. James wants to know where Rick is hiding. Rick's on vacation. We let him unroot himself for.
He made like a tree and a leaf.
Tim says that Rita left Rick for an oak. It's a harder wood.
Jeez.
Yeah, see, Dave is saying use something that dries clear, but Drew is saying CA glue. I'm a little afraid of CA glue, but I'm wondering if plastic cement would work or not. Or do I just use like I have this, micro crystal clear, this stuff, and maybe I just put that on the back.
If it were me, I'd be using the Model Master stuff.
Yeah, I don't have that. I just have the Tamiya. This stuff.
That's what Brian was using. That may not be.
I mean, if I apply it from the backside, it'll suck itself in theoretically.
Yeah, that may not be a bad way to go, Heath. I was going to suggest that what William just said, anyways. That any gluing you do it from the backside so you don't see it.
Yeah, and that's what I am. The crack line is still pretty darn pronounced, but I'll just have to weather this one, right?
Or find some Conrail blue paint and just paint over it.
Oh, there you go. Chris from Go Via Go Home says just use the glue that tastes the best. Yeah, Bill's saying glue from the backside. Manny's saying he's doing well. Dave says that was a great intro. Are you talking about my intro? What did I do? Try the crystal clear, then reinforce it after it dries with CA. See, I don't know that I'll need to reinforce it once it dries with the crystal clear. I mean, I don't plan on dropping it, I guess. Right? I mean, that's
Split Rock with the airplane reference.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Striker.
All right. And Andrew is throwing out trivia questions. What state was the southernmost use of the GG1?
Well, I know it ran through Maryland and it ran into D.C. I don't think it went any further south.
Well, here's what I'm wondering. Oh, I just noticed too. We're missing the little jewel that goes in the little thing. What I'm wondering is the northeast quarter. Yes, that's kind of the obvious answer. But did it run west and go anywhere farther south? I don't know. Go Via Go Home is saying, yeah, you can get a glue spray for instant drying, which is usually this activator stuff. Work. So Lehigh is saying that Virginia was the farthest south with electrification.
Yeah, the Virginian.
Sorry, I was going to say I've heard this too. CA is apparently water activated. So you can supposedly just use water as an activator, but I've never tried it personally. So what do we think? Do we think Virginia's the answer?
Well, like I said, I know it went down to D.C. because that was part of it. I mean, it went D.C.
Split,
north.
Split Rock thinks Florida. But they didn't have G. So it was electrified down to Virginia, but they didn't have GG1s in Virginia.
No, they had the E33s.
So Andrew's saying Potomac Yard is in Virginia, and both the GG1 and the New Haven Jet EP6 were used there. So were they used there just for service, or just to turn around, or did they actually have, like, were they actually used down there? Oh, now I didn't know. I didn't. There is a CAD bonder.
Mm-hmm.
I have never heard of that.
Yeah, that's when you glue the parts to your fingers, you can get it off.
Oh, I just usually rip off half my skin. That's not the way to do it. Dave BNSF N skill was guessing Hawaii.
Sure.
Oh, here we go. Andrew's saying he grew up in Alexandria and he actually saw them. Wow, that'd be cool. So I was born in 73. If I would have known to look for them, would I have seen them on the Northeast Quarter in 73? I would have, right?
I remember seeing them.
Oh, wait. I didn't move to Pennsylvania until second grade. And I have no idea how old I was in second grade. So it wouldn't have been 73. It would have been 73 plus however old you are in second grade. And that's when I would have seen them on the Northeast Quarter, which is much closer to the 80s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I had seen something the other day that there was at least one that ran up into 1982 before they stopped running them. So
NEC Jersey Rail fan just got a Lionel TMCC Camelback. Which road name did you get? And I'm assuming is that the Camelbacks from the 2021 catalog? I was too far west in Chicago for them. Yeah, they definitely didn't go that far. The Penn Central took one catenary off the EP5, and they were there in Potomac Yard. Where did this go? I think they lasted into the 80s, New Jersey Transit and such. What's interesting is I did think that New Jersey Transit had GG1s, but I've never seen a model of a New Jersey Transit GG1. But I've seen some pictures of them. I wonder why nobody made a model of it.
How many New Jersey Transit fans are out there?
Well, I mean, you have Northeast Quarter Jersey Rail fan just popped in to chat.
Well,
1983 was the last New Jersey Transit GG1. I had to have seen them then. I may have even been on a train with a GG1 pulling it, because we used to go from Trenton to like Princeton Junction all the time when I was a kid.
yeah, like I said,
sure.
I'm almost certain after I was watching some of the videos, I'm almost certain I've seen when I was younger, because as I've mentioned, part of the Northeast Corridor ran past, or still runs past Martin State Airport, where they built the Martin bombers. It's a 4-track part of that's still 4-track main there, and I can remember. I think I remember as a kid seeing some Penn Central GG1s flying up that set of rail. So it's. I mean, it's distinctive. There's no way you couldn't have seen them.
In 1983 was a big red New Jersey Transit GG1 PRR heritage unit. So like the 902, the GG1 Is it 902? 921? I don't remember. Here we go. Interesting fact: on June 8th, 1968, two Penn Central GG1s hauled Robert F. Kennedy's funeral train.
Mm-hmm.
I said catenary, I meant pantograph. Yeah, I guess I sort of figured that. My dad was 8 in 73. Yeah, Ian, you're just a little baby, though. Just kidding. Ian's not the youngest one here. I'm sure there are many. Well, I don't
I
know
was
about
going to
many,
say
but
I
there.
was 3 in 1973.
Well, Joe Rader's like, I was 23 years old. I say that now, man. I look at some of these younger guys, just killing it on YouTube, and I'm just like, man, to be young again.
All right, Amanda. Now you're really making me feel old. I graduated high school in 1988.
Wait a second. You were 3 in 1973, and you graduated high school in 19. Oh, right, right. I started high school in 1988. That makes sense. Sorry, I'm confused. I don't. I blocked that whole period out of my life. Uh, Jersey Transit GG1 might sell a few copies, very few. Yeah, that's probably why they didn't. Oh, James. I didn't realize James was that old. James says he finished high school in 71. Dave BNSF 72. Amanda says 73. No, my mom was 17 in 1973. Yeah, Bill was 3. I graduated high school in 1968.
Yeah.
One thing I was talking about the other day is I assume that everybody is my age online until I find out differently. So, like, as far as I know, like, Joe Rader and, you know, Dave BNSF and everybody, we were all the same age until I found out differently. And I don't know if other people do the same thing or not, but that's uh, that's the way I usually figure it out. That's cool. I watched the Apollo moon launch in '69. Yeah. Well, I'm about to say my hour's up. Um, I'm gonna play with this GG1, this Conrail. So Alan's my age, so I assumed correctly with that one. Well, I'm gonna get to fixing my little Conrail here, but thanks for all coming. Happy July 4th, whether it's a holiday for you or not. It's still July 4th, and Tannerman's saying his car is older than him by 1 month. Wow, there you go. Graduated in '89. Yeah, I feel like there are a lot of us in the late '80s, early '90s. I don't know why, but I feel like that's an age. Oh, Real Artist is saying save it for Modeling Monday. I do actually have just one more reminder for Modeling Monday. I've got a really good interview. Al Dowman. We're going to talk about operations, but a little bit different conversation about it. Kind of how to make it fun for people with different experience levels. And some little things you can do. Maybe you have a smaller layout and you can't run 20 freight trains, so it's like, what kind of little things can you do to make it interesting. So that's what we're gonna do there. These guys are competing for who's gonna hit 72 first.
I've got 11. I've got, let's see, 21 years before I get there. So
Yeah, I gotta. I'm not even gonna add it up because I don't want to know. Just like I don't want to know how many GG1s I have. I don't want to. Don't want to know when I'm gonna hit 70, because that's just not something I want to know. But Ray, any exciting things coming up for you?
just trying to keep the wheels on the track.
Yeah, well,
It's been a rough week, honestly. But things are getting better.
Awesome.
So
Are you getting tomorrow off, or are you?
yeah,
Is
I'm
it a
off
holiday for you?
tomorrow.
Oh, there you
Yeah,
go.
tomorrow's a holiday for me because today's the actual holiday, so they're giving us tomorrow off. So
Right, right. Dave is saying that the age keeps creeping up on you.
well, I
Kenny
look
Miss
at it.
Junior, you're only as old as you feel, and trains keep us young at heart.
I look at it this way. I'm 21 with 30 years experience.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. There are many days where I still think I'm 19 years old, and I'd like to keep it that way. But on
Anyway,
that note, have a great evening, everybody. I'll see you around. Please come join us tomorrow for Modeling Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern. And with that, just have a great rest of your evening, everyone.
take it easy, folks.
It's all about humanity.